everyone that came. We probably going to get off people walking in, but we're going to continue going. This is really our third performance here at APEC. And again, we want to thank APEC for all that you've done, for the space that y'all allowed us to be in. We thank you very much, Nina, Ash, Ryan, Steve. Thank you so much. Today we're gonna do a performance about bringing community together. Right now we are a community. So we're gonna use a ritual. Reentry Theater of Harlem is about bringing out rituals, especially rituals that worked very well in past times, in ancient times, and today because of our society. You know, we've lost our connection to these very powerful rituals that was used to help grow the community, bring the community together. And the ritual we're going to be using today comes from the great civilizations in Africa, some in Mali, as well as Ghana. And these civilizations thrived way before colonization, and they used certain rituals. Actually, from my research, I consider them the first democratic monarchies, right? Where they brought communities together to help resolve problems, help make decisions, help create policies, and help deal with behaviors. And when the elders would call the community together, they would use a call and response theme, and we're going to try our best to translate that call and response. It comes from the great languages of these civilizations, and I did some work on trying to translate them into English so that we can share them with y'all. And so we're gonna, I had some pieces of paper to give y'all, but I think it's in the folder. Yeah. The folder is in the table. We can get it now. Sure. It's in the tunnel. There we go. Oh, yeah, over here. It's right on the side. Okay, thank you. Hey, thank you, Jerome. All right, so here, let me hand these out real quick. This is the call and response according to my translation. It's not really that good, but it's close, very close. And we're going to teach y'all this in order to bring the community together, and you're going to have to join us. Y'all don't get it because y'all already know. Thank you. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to teach you this first, and then we're going to ask you to join us. All right? All right, ready to go?
All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. I'm being the best that I can be. 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 All eyes on you. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. Together by faith. Together by faith. We'll see us through. We'll see us through. Together by faith. Together by faith. We'll see us through. We'll see us through.
Well, it doesn't look like everybody got it, but we're going to do it one more time so everybody can get it. It is what they use to bring the community together. All right, let's try it one more time and maybe be a little more clear, all right?
All right.
All right.
All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. I'm being the best that I can be. 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 All eyes on you. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. Together our faith will lead us through. Together our faith will lead us through. Together our faith will lead us through. Together our faith will lead us through.
Yes, yes.
Hi, everybody. Big introduction. Big crowd here today. Actually, when the chant goes out and the call goes out, historically, that will tell everybody knows something was going on. And depending on what you do at that time, you stop what you're doing. Go, let's go. Come on, let's go. But for us here in this room right now, I think, actually, well, I was thinking earlier, first thing, when I came in and I sat down. Okay. See those posters right there? 3/4 of a century old, 76. And I remember seeing those same damn posters, those same damn headlines when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, 13 years old, 15 years old, 18 years old, when I was down in Ohio, South Carolina, Georgia. How is it that that kind of stuff is still up? How is it that we still there with all the progress and things that we say that we made and all the technology that we certainly have built to us? And here in this room, the artists, that's us, you know what I mean? Kill all artists and kill the lawyers, give them first. But the artists are here. Why is it so important to us? Why is it not? Why is it important to me? What eyes are on me? And depending upon what happens when I'm in that room with the mirror, when I come out my house and walk on the block, I see you, or you, and then another block, I see you, or I see you. Now it's all eyes on you. And I wonder, I begin to think. So anyway, the concept of the drum, because I won't get too far. The concept of the drum is a lot just more than, it's a lifestyle, like any musician, like any artist that gets involved into what expresses his or herself and is willing to submit, is willing to sacrifice, very often willing to be ignored by those who have maybe a different vision, not quite as contemporary, a little more contemporary. There's a call to community, the call to come and be in each other's presence just for a minute. The call to suspend those same things that have been going on that got us still here. That's 75 years later, still dealing with this kind of things. These differences, the things that we call differences, or look like they're differences, or sound like they're differences, but in true reality are evidence of how much we understand. Evidence. So, here we go. First part of the drum is always. And I tell everyone that, it's almost like a heartbeat. And just as soon as I did it, everybody starts in. Because you heard it. You heard it. You hear it at a DNA level. You hear it at a primal level. And if you were homeless, you were asleep, so little kids weren't here, they'd be. Any musical instrument has the capacity to lift the spirit, particularly when it's in the hands of a person who allows himself or herself to be committed to it, to answer the call. It's not as easy as it sounds, because we got other people around us. Stop beating on those drums. Stop playing around. Stop drawing on everything. Stop dancing around the house all the time. Do your homework. Do something useful, something valuable, something important. This is a basic, you guys stay with me. We're going to call you guys in, and I'm going to ask you. Sometime before you leave here today, touch one of these drums. Just go by them. Nobody does this. Go by first. This is the skin. And I'm just go quick diversion. This is made out of a tree. And when they would go cut down the tree, everybody would stop and pray. And the tree they cut down. Because that tree was alive. And historically, all across the continent, when they took a life, they just stopped and acknowledged that it was alive. It was a tree. It took about 60 years to make that damn tree. You cut it down in 30 minutes. Then they would go to the. That's the skin. That was the life. That was animals that was running around. Everybody was still animal systems, animal food, animal holidays, whatever they did. That was the life we took. And when the hunter would go down and he'd take a life, he'd stop and he'd make a prayer. Listen, sorry I took this life, but I'm going to use it for my drum. The drum's going to be used for marriages and, all kinds of celebrations, for adoration. It's going to be used in all our spiritual and your drum. These here, the chords, generally became, they were weaved from strands by the drummer's wife and children and daughters. They would weave drums. But at the end of the day, you would get an instrument that was constructed entirely by natural means. Everything here was walking the earth at one time. Everything here had something to say. Everything here had a rhythm and a life. some point. But anyway, basically, like I said, it's really, hopefully, some of you guys might be a little bit more interested and take a look on the internet sometime. But also women in the drum circle. You get one up at home. Plenty of it. Probably up. You always want, there's a tactile kind of connection here. Thousands of variations. What's strange, and I mentioned it last time I was here, there was a time, not that long ago, women weren't allowed to play the drums. I'd be in the park playing, this was 50s and 60s, you'd be in there playing. At that time, some of the people from the continent had just begun to come here. And women would come in, they would shake their belt. A woman would come up with a drum, sit down, and put it between her legs. Everybody would get up. I'll get up. Our prejudices, our own historical built-in prejudices, our inability to see beyond what our fathers saw. Because we have all the admiration and all the gratitude for our fathers and our history and for our ancestors. Hey, we got something to add to the package too. So when we talk here in America about the continent this and the continent that, I'm down with it. But I have something to say too. My father has something to say here. My kids might run in here, 13 grandchildren. They all got all kinds of stuff to say. This is called up here. And the drum was, I'm going to go to this in a minute, but it would, right now, at any given time, there's 51 countries on the continent. Depending on who's winning that weekend or that month. Sometimes 50, sometimes 51, 52, but all of them have distinctly different flavors of existence. And here. One more thing I want to say. I want to lead you, but I was told this week, and then I'll talk all night and leave me, because I'm excited by it. I love it. I'm excited, I'm fed by it, and it's gotten me through and into a lot of stuff. But if you, any of you, if you're touched by anything that you see here, or any of the other events that we have at the synagogue, or we're still at here, places like this, these are blessings, man. We're sitting here, I remember when this whole neighborhood was industrial. From here all the way to the water. It was dark, big bunch of empty buildings. It was a mess. But now when I walk around, even in Harlem, I walk around, consequently, as well we like to admit in the world, it's world strength. World strength over the weekend. It's the whole world strength with the invention of the internet. The whole planet strength. But the planet strength is we got larger. We got large as people. Get large as individuals. You could, you should, you might want to. Any questions so far? Anybody have anything to say? What do you think? If your face is smiling, then you don't have to say what it did. Now, when a person smiles, think. Go ahead.
I want to play the drum.
Go on.
That's we're going to teach you.
Now,
First yes.
that's proof. What else we have? We don't say that. No, we. You're on the bus? I'm not going to do that. Okay, and look, everybody in this room is smiling. If you're smiling here, about people who are mostly, for the most part, strangers, we're not intimately involved or nothing like that, but we feel smile. A smile is a comfortable expression. It's a comfortable expression of, again, at a DNA level, at subatomic level almost, because when we look into the sciences, and you look way down, you look underneath the atoms, underneath the molecules, you look down to the subatomic, they discover there's a whole new world. There's an entirely different set of rules, up and down, left and right. The molecules and certain kinds of things begin to move each other. It shows us the infinite possibilities, I think, that we have as people. That I work for, that I cherish, that I treasure. And I think the same happens. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be here. You have to be here. You got a lot of things you could be deciding right here. You got a lot of things you could be doing. But you need that choice. You came in, thank you. Let's show about.
Let's show about.
Let's show about. Let's get bundles up. Give it to us, Roby.
Let's do a simplest one.
Okay.
1, 2. 1, 2. Hit the bell.
Good. Breathe. Relax. That's all it is. Keep going.
He said there you go.
Another one. Come on,
As easy as the first one.
all around the world, you have the champions of this, the champions of that, and the big champions of this. But every once in a while, a person comes along, and it's the big champ.
There you go.
First thing something up. Take something up.
Oh, she said easy as less.
Yes.
She needs to keep it easy.
Yes, I can do something different.
Oh.
Of course. Sometimes it's good to play it if you think while you're playing. What do you think? Both hands. Yeah. Keep going. At this time, somebody dance. I'm not asking you to dance. You're gonna dance. And I want somebody to dance. And the dance is somebody. And the dance is a story.
with technology in Harlem.
Yeah.
That's what's done. And then when it come down, the story would go, a person would come in to be a lion, someone would come in to be an elephant, someone would come in to be a lion, they don't go. They'd be like, wow. They go, these are different facets of who God is to people. When they come in, sometimes they change the rhythm. That goes on forever. Ideally, if you decide one way you live in town, you know, what I got to do, I'm going to talk. You got Harlem, you got up 123rd Street and Madison Avenue. There's a big park, it's a Drummond Circle. And people, I've been going there maybe 50 years, 60 years. People come, they'll get it. When the weather's nice, people come, bring their family, bring their kids. And they learn, and the children, strangely enough, want to learn how to play something inside the radio. Because they I can't play the violin, and I can't play the saxophone. I can play that though. Because it is a very simplistic kind of instrument. It's not just as sophisticated as a violin or a piano or anything else. But the point is, it gets people, I think it allows people the blessings of being in touch with the music. And the music is a vehicle for as much into searching as it is for looking at the world and trying to discover. The more very often we're all trying to see this and trying to see that. Can't figure out what's going on with this. But man, figure out what's going on with you. One back too close to the mirror. What's going on with you? Have a long discussion. And part of it is about that. The drum is a vehicle. Like most music, most instruments, all music, it's a vehicle. But it's more primal. It touches you in a different way, and it lets you find out quickly. It's like when you sat down. I want to touch it up. I want to see it. And it's kind of there. If you bought a bunch of little kids, they walk by here, they be here 30 seconds. They might see the piano, they may or may not. Oh, look, that's just too much. They might see the saxophone, that's just that. But they see this here, can't walk by it. And it's a symbol, more than just an instrument. More than an instrument. And all cultures have drums. All cultures, all countries, all histories. And the drums are generally shaped and colored and tuned in the fashion of the lives of people that living. They all their spiritual and personal and even political, financial, and family stuff comes in between. So that line of communication. Because the whole story, that's the word probably. That should be the beginning. It's communication. Communication.
Yes.
What'd you say? What do you mean? What's he talking about? I heard a good friend of mine last night, and all you guys heard James Brown. It's a man's world. But I put it on Luciano Pavarotti. If you've ever heard Pavarotti, you haven't lived and you heard, like an 88-piece orchestra with Luciano Pavarotti in the middle of Italy. And James Brown, standing in the middle floor, and they do that song. And the brother I was so, but he was hypnotized. James Brown come out. But when he started, Luciano brought in that big, you don't have to know Italian. And I discovered that going to the opera. And I didn't kid, I went to opera. But someone blessed me and put the tie on and took me to the Met. Been hypnotized ever since. There's nothing like it. And later on, when I went in the military, we discovered in Japan, they have, Japan and Thailand, blues drums like this. Boom. And these guys stand there. Boom, boom. Just by itself, that's crazy. But if you were at one of the events, and it's 30 of those drums. 30 of them. And it'll change you. But we're not here as, I don't think, we're not here as creatures. I'm sure we're all animals. We're ants, lobsters, dogs, elephants, all that. But there's something about us that's a little different. And it's difficult to face it because we do stuff that's not that smart sometimes.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is it about participation? When we look at life,
Always.
it's about being involved and having a dream. And this communication is historical and bringing people together as a whole. I mean, what we do here is Apex now, and Reentry Theater of Harlem is art division, where we are artists, but we're activists. And the cause most of the time that we are so passionate about is mass incarceration. So when we have people that are coming back to our community, this ritual of having a drum connects us in ways that are, as you said, primal. Deep down inside, it's innate in us to have an understanding of what this heartbeat connects us, how it connects us, where we go from here. That is what this process that we go through is about. Connecting people, welcoming them back into the community. Those that have been, for lack of a better word, being incarcerated and then not having a place to come back to.
Outcasts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not having a place to come back to. So finding that space, because you can be free and still be locked up. Because the process is not just physical, it's a mental process. So until you can have a way of freeing yourself mentally, you'll always walk around and be in prison in your own mind. And don't get me wrong, I'm saying I understand incarceration, but there are so many of us that have arrested development. Something I like to use the term constantly is that you don't have to have been arrested for your development to be arrested. So I think that the importance of what we do here is to bring an opportunity for others to come together in the community that they can feel safe and comfortable in and open to releasing themselves. That release that comes from, if there's no one.
Yeah, the great thing about a rhythm in a drum circle is it creates a fence, a fence of sound that everyone inside of it feels safe and connected.
Yes.
There it goes. What is the saying, Bruce? All eyes on me, all eyes on you.
Yeah.
Right? It's seeing each other. It's important, especially for people coming out of prison, to be seen and to be heard. Right? It's very important. So, that translation, all eyes on me, all eyes on you, is a call for us to see and recognize each other, recognize what we're going through, recognize the struggles that we live with and what we have to deal with on a daily basis, right? And be there as a support. What, Bruce, you just said?
No, I'm saying you should come up here so you can say it on camera.
No, we're straight. We're sit there.
I will.
Okay.
Try to connect Alex. You come back.
You can say that. So I think this is why we chose that particular call. And I don't know if our translations are doing any justice to it, but it's a call for the community to come and to support the struggles that individuals deal with. Because if the community doesn't support it, there's a saying, and Greg could probably do better, but there's a saying that a child that's not loved or felt the warmth of the community tends to burn the community down to feel the warmth, right? And I was down a little bit.
It's close enough.
Close enough. But there is a saying, there's an African saying that says that the child that grows up and doesn't feel the warmth of the community comes back to burn the community down to feel the warmth, right? And to me that resonates true, right? Because oftentimes that's how we experience the pain of other people. We see it and we don't recognize it as someone who's disconnected and trying to be connected. We recognize it as someone who has a problem and should be separated or isolated or put away in society. Not someone who's reaching out for connection and to be loved.
I think that sense of connection is not just this way, it's this way too. I mean, people come home, they come home from jail, come from mental hospital, they come home from broken relationships, they come home from a store that has something to go about. People all, I mean, we're all interacting with crazy stuff every day. But for the person, the group, the community, the individual that can find a way or looking for a way to bring their own individual resources together, they get something out of it too. It's not an act of charity. It's not just an act of being a good person or doing the right thing. It's an act of self-love. It's an act of self-defense. It's an act of self-growth. When I have to extend myself to somebody I don't know. Somebody I'm scared of, really. Somebody I'm speaking a different language. We eat that funny food. We do those funny dances. And when I can find a way, like I said, first time I ever saw, the Irish dance, we were in the Irish dance, first time I saw that, I saw it. And my baby sister, my baby granddaughter, and she's doing it. She's marching around the house. She's got her arms like this, and her little legs are going like this. And it dawned on me, all right, this kid's telling the story. Somehow she went to school, and that school she was in, somebody did that, and it felt good. When the music was playing, she began to hear it, and then the dance came on by itself. Look, Grandpa! She's dancing around. If you had asked me that 25 years ago, dance, it just does something for you. It makes your life better. It makes your life, I think, more better.
Let's close out with a little
That's right.
Appreciate all your participation
And
see us. Come see us at someday.
You going to win?
Yeah.
You going to win?